Hello everyone and welcome back to a new run of the Daily Gaming News here, the new by my name is Nessus, and let's just jump right into it, right? So, first bit of news actually is that Applecate launches next week for just $5 a month. It comes as a family package and you can share your account with up to 5 people. So, if you are, for example, a father of 3 children and your wife, and you all have iPhones, you can just pay $5 a month and every one of these 5 people can use your subscription to play games from the Apple Arcade. It starts on September 19th with the launch along of iOS 13th. And of course you can also launch it with some controllers like the DualShock 4 from the PlayStation 4, an Xbox wireless controller and some MFI controllers via Bluetooth if the game supports it. So that is of course also mentioned yesterday in the reveal. I think it's very nice. Alongside of that, there's new games coming out, like for example Exit the Gungeon, not Enter the Gungeon by Devolver, Pac-Man Party Royale, and games like Rayman Mini and Shantae and the 7 Sirens, which is a good collection to start off with. The whole thing is here. Link is of course in the description down below if you want to know more. Exactly the same like the screenshot here from Exit the Gungeon, not like Enter the Gungeon. And of course a hands-on time here with the new iPhone 11 and 11 Pro. Moving on, we also have other news like KFC actually goes into eSports apparently. And as it looks like, we'll see some Rainbow Six Siege tournament. We should watch out for September 23rd for the news announcement, and well, I guess I just followed them to see what will happen there. It could be very interesting, but not as interesting what's also out right now, and that is the KFC sponsored and published dating sim with the Colonel. And I'm like, what? Yeah, exactly. You can now play dating sim to get to know the Colonel. And it's always finger licking good, but I didn't know we'd actually get to lick his fingers. Very interesting. The teacher is a dog, you learn how to cook and everything, you have your friends all along on the way. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here because I have nothing else to say about it. Link again, video description down below, check it out yourself. And yeah, news are just starting. And moving on, GameStop is closing up to 200 stores. It's part of the reboot of GameStop where they want to shut down underperforming shops outside in the world, like globally, and it's hopefully helping them, I guess. They posted a loss of 415.3 million US dollars in this year, and certainly it would be better for them if they start making money again. That they close down shops, of course, is very sad, and hopefully everyone who gets affected by these changes will find a new job very soon again, of course. But yeah, it's interesting to follow up with these things with GameStop, how they're slowly declining with the advancement of just online resale stores, and especially of course stores from the original publishers and manufacturers from consoles, for example. And yet again, just last week I was actually in a GameStop and like 30% alone was just all these pop figures. So where's the games here? And I saw any of these figures. Well, it's more like a merchandising store these days than just a game store, and that's sadly it for now. Moving on, we have a new patent being shown off here, which looks like a new version for a Nintendo Labo VR 2.0 maybe even. It certainly looks different. It has more like a clamp-on factor, not like specifically the card box feeling that we have so far, but it could be just an evolution maybe of what we've seen so far with Labo VR and other things. It yet again has no strap on, seemingly at least. So could be interesting how it will evolve later on and when it will be actually announced, apart from just being a patent for now. Moving on, we also have a new trailer coming up for Final Fantasy VII soon, so just you heard it. We'll go to 0 in this countdown here on September 11th at 7 AM PT, 10 AM ET, 3 PM BST, and 11 PM JST. You know roughly when to expect the launch for your time. In Germany here, it would be 4 PM for me. Last but not least, we also have information for if you're interested in speedrunning, just like myself, for example, and the Breath of the Wild speedrunning community has found a very much new trick to launch yourself off into the air, and it just uses bombs. It's not reliant anymore on any third-party objects like enemies or like a tree that you need to chop down first, which takes much longer time. You simply just need to use these bombs that you have already in your inventory at all times. And definitely that will help, of course, to advance further how a new speedrun could be done at any percent. So I'm definitely interested to see how much faster you can be already, with the current world record being around, I think, 26 minutes. Don't hold me onto that, but that's roughly how long it takes. Who knows, maybe it will go down. past the 20-minute mark. That would be very interesting. With that, I hope you found the news interesting, and I'd like to thank you for watching. Of course, follow us here on the social media, and of course, my own personal one is down below here at Houses. I am Houses. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode again. Bye-bye.